Wait. Hello everyone, welcome to your Patreon stream for July. We're doing some weekday ones to try to catch up since I've been sick, and now Paul's sick. Yeah. We're all sick. I got glue on my tablet.
I just have a cold, I'll be fine. Hi, lady.
I'm sick in the head.
Hey. Neurospicy.
There's no cure, sorry. So you'll just have to deal with me, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. That's y'all's problem.
Honestly, I would say for the Ivanka one, bottom right, when you get to that.
Your bottom suggestion. Right?
Because it looks like one of those telenovela ones where it's like, kills you in Spanish.
Murders you in Spanish.
And I just like that, I find that funny.
Yeah, you would.
Also, hello on YouTube, Artist of Fantasy.
Hello.
Nice to see you. I have the chat up for YouTube, so
thank
I can
you,
see
honey.
them there.
You gotta read most of the chat anyway, because I'm the one doing the actual work.
It's true. Whereas I'm eating noodles and being sick. Chat, the secret ingredient to noodles today is bacon. Oh.
Give this guy the biggest fucking nose.
They are playing Minecraft while watching us.
Ah, usually you play Minecraft.
I know, right? It'd be Mineception. Yo, dog, I heard you like Minecraft, so I'm playing Minecraft while you mine the craft. I do like
I'm gonna have to make this guy emote with no eyeballs.
I always assumed his eyeballs were on the antennas. You know, like a snail.
That could work, but... yeah, I kind of thought his eyes were those too, honestly, if I'm being 100. I thought he was a snail.
Right?
Like, in that sense.
What if he's a hermit crab and that's why he's in the TV like a shell?
I think he's just a TV, sweetie.
I know, but what type of creature would he be?
A TV. I love ruining my husband's thoughts. It's fun. Because you can kind of give him the sad-ish look with, like, turning up the corners.
Fine, now he's a slug. No one's happy. I don't know what an Andorian is. I'm going to assume that's a Star Wars reference. Because it sounds like it. But I don't actually know anything.
I don't really know nothing Star Wars neither.
Hey.
I gotta draw some smut antenna sometime.
Yes.
I haven't had any ideas. I'm still debating what I want him to look like internally, too.
Ah, blue Star Trek alien. So I was partially correct. Slutty TV man. It's not something they thought they'd see. Well, ding dong. A lot of people like him.
I guess you haven't played New Chapter Delta because there is a whole lot of slutty TV man.
Yeah, people really
I guess you wouldn't call him slutty.
Yeah, you would. Nope. 100%.
I wouldn't call Tenna slutty.
He was with Spamton. I think that's
yeah,
fine
but he also
slutty.
like raided the poor boy, like sprayed with raid, not like a raid on this.
Yeah, true. That was pretty funny though.
That was funny. I saw someone do that in some other fandoms too. It's funny. Which is funny because you can literally only get it like if you do this complex ass shit to get Spamton's glasses and keep them the whole time in your inventory till you get to Tenna to get to this secret spot.
It's funny though.
It was very funny, yeah.
That's really
they're hashtag divorced.
That's really the thing when you get to those kind of stuff. Is like, we're at Funny Dough? Yeah, alright, we're good.
I swear, Toby does that for like 3 people to find, and then they post it on YouTube, so everyone else who's normal can find it, can see it. That's really what it feels like.
I like the one that had made it so the little car that Toby's in plays the fucking with the
that
car
was
horn.
funny, but like, I think more people, I think if you had like, I don't have any sense of music, but if I did, I would probably actually do like, the first thing I probably do is Megalovania.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it, like, actually will be off-key for that afterwards if you try to do it again is fucking funny.
You're in his DMs, I'm in his leitmotif. We are not the same. I do like that one that was like the, man, what the fuck is this shit? All I've ever seen is Spamton is this hot, sexy man. What is this? And
Okay,
like,
I am, like, adjacent to the Deltarune fandom. I was in the Undertale one. I don't do it much anymore, but I still see a lot of fan art. And most of the stuff I've seen has Spamton fucking pathetic as shit. But maybe that was just the people I hung out with.
Probably.
Because, like, I'm into that.
The people that you hang out with tend to like pathetic men.
Yes. Because they're great.
I saw this one where it's Starscream, and apparently in the current stuff, Starscream is a bit more, like, working with the Autobots and stuff like that.
Ooh.
And
two-timing him.
And currently, like, Bumblebee is kind of the head of things. And so, like, at one point he goes, "Bumblebee has fallen!" And then he looks around and he goes, "Well, what are you waiting for? Help him up!" And everyone's just looking at Starscream confused.
That's so fucking funny. Oh, I love that pathetic ass man. Good robot.
Yeah, Starscream is, I think, both her favorite and probably one of the only Transformers she actually knows.
I know. Is it Shockwave or Soundwave? The one with big tits.
Soundwave. Wait, no, yeah, you like Shockwave.
Yeah, Shockwave. I know those two.
Soundwave is the one with the tapes.
That's what I thought. See, I keep getting them mixed up because
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic.
Shockwave is the elephant blender one with the giant tits.
Yeah, the one that doesn't really got a face.
Mm-hmm.
But huge tits, and he's like, fuck morals,
tits.
Science, I like that in a
Yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're ever not sure, one is purple with the elephant blender.
Oh, I know what they look like. I'm just dyslexic with the names.
Yeah. And one has the tapes that apparently, like, no one else has figured out how the fuck they do that. That's
how one man goes inside another man? I can tell you how to do that.
No. A lot of Transformers know how to do that. No, it's how the fuck does Soundwave turn other Transformers into the tapes? The tape thing is not voluntary.
Oh, jeez. I don't like that. I thought it was a sex thing.
No. Apparently that's just something that he could do. He could just turn other Transformers into those tapes and now uses them as accessories.
No, don't make me a marketable tape.
And everyone is just like, wait, what? That's horrifying. And people think the motorcycle's hot. That is true.
Is that the woman one?
Yeah, that's RC.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm. The pink one.
The comics are very progressive and I dig it.
It's true. Gender, these are giant robots. What the fuck do you mean, gender?
Yeah, it's a stand power. There you go. That makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Next conversation.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly on brand.
I like polka.
Just, oh no, I'm a tape. Starts playing Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic.
How are we doing that? We haven't even made it to Earth yet in this part of the plot line.
Stuff.
I do love that, like, gender is largely irrelevant with Transformers.
It fucking should be. That's stupid. Why would a bunch of robots have gender? They don't even have sexual dimorphisms. Do they even reproduce?
Yes.
Like, sexually?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, they can.
Good.
Also, they can reproduce by just being thrown into a blender. That is also
like the
a thing.
Homestuck character.
Yeah, well, yes, they can. They can reproduce sexually. That is explicitly stated. They can reproduce because they can combine their sparks, and they can. There's like basically machining plants that can make new ones. Oh, they typoed. Okay, yeah, never mind. But yeah, no, they actually can reproduce sexually. They can, in one thing, they're, the one Transformer, a bunch of his, like, family died, and they had the idea to just throw the parts into the machine factory to make a new one kind of thing, and it produced an 80s van with a fucking sick-ass artwork on the side.
Bitchin'.
With a fucking power guitar axe, which is fucking metal as shit. It's also apparently like one of the strongest Transformers currently in the comics, because it's just this sick-ass 80s van.
In the Promised Neverland, the monsters that would eat the kids, if you ate something, you basically got the traits of it, kind of like in Alien and stuff.
Yeah.
But it would be immediate. So when one character got killed off, that monster was like their partner, and they actually ate their partner's body and basically became a hive mind together.
Oh, that's cute.
Which honestly sounds fucking awesome. I wish I could do that when you died. Just eat you and gain you. That would be kind of a romantic way, because I was wondering if they combine their sparks, if it killed them off or not. That'd be kind of a romantic way to like die off. Yeah. Just combine the two of you as one thing.
Well, they combine their sparks to make a new thing, which is like, that's how they produce a new spark.
Yeah.
But they can also, like, dead sparks or dead transformers can also be combined to make a new one.
That's so romantic.
Because it can, you know, it can be used for enough materials, kind of thing. And okay, this is a long. It's not Hot Rod Bard. It is the one that was a miscolor of Bumblebee back in the day, Cliff Jumper. There was an accidental miscolor where they had one that looked exactly like him, but it was red, and it was a miscolor, and then it became like a thing because of the community, so they just made it a thing. Anyways, Cliff Jumper in the current comics, his family gets killed by the Decepticons, because these are some of the ones when the initial Autobots go to Earth, some of the Autobots were left behind, and it becomes like this desperate last stand and all this kind of stuff. And so anyways, Cliff Jumper's family gets killed, so the one human who's there puts his van makes a new Transformer thing, along with all of the parts of Cliff Jumper's dead family, and it makes a new Transformer that is now that van, with the sick-ass van art and the guitar, like the power guitar.
Do the new ones have the memories of the old ones that they put in there, or are they entirely new characters?
Yeah, they can.
That might be kind of like a body dysmorphia type thing.
It is a new entity. Kind of like in Voyager when the two got merged in the teleporter.
Oh, yeah.
It's a new person.
And they just killed that guy, too. They
just killed that guy, yeah. Janeway is a war criminal in every sense of the word.
Delete the wife.
Of course.
I never actually watched it. I just watched the chick who does Baywatching videos about it. I have never watched Baywatch either, but I've watched every one of her Baywatching videos.
Rip Tuvix, yeah. It really is funny because, like, man, there were so many people who were so mad and still are about Janeway, because Janeway is A, strong female captain, and B, in a horrific, non-normal Star Trek situation where she made decisions that were appropriate at the time, kind of thing. And she does also make some other questionable decisions. She does literally commit a genocide. And like, so she's not perfect. She's not like the shining Star Trek example kind of thing, right? And, but compared to like Cisco and some of the stuff that happened on Deep Space Nine, Janeway is given so much shit over everything. All the time, and we know why. Like, we know why.
Because she's a woman.
But like, Cisco does bad things at many points in time, and he's quite willing.
She was a lizard once. That one won a fucking like Emmy or something too. That was weird. I saw the thing about that. I was a lizard once.
I like that they chose the like super evolution is become lizard. Whereas,
when it should be a crab.
Yes, we all know it would have actually been crab. Yeah, there's bioweapons. Kirk had the planet reformer in the Khan movie. Like, that's a planet terraformer. Oh, it won the Emmy for makeup, they said.
Yeah. But it won an Emmy.
Yeah.
That's more than Baywatch. Supernatural won some Emmys too, which is
eventually.
Yeah. The fact that you're less than Supernatural.
I mean, if you
And I say that as someone who watched a lot of Supernatural.
If you stick around for 15 seasons, eventually you'll get something, I guess.
I had to check out at 9. The people who stayed with it, bless you.
Yeah, no.
I was just getting too pissed.
But yeah, like, Janeway got way more flack than anybody else ever did, despite everything that happens kind of thing. It's unfortunate. Like, her story is really interesting, and the amount of shit that she goes through and the amount of stuff that she has to deal with, like, they're all alone out there, at least until way later on. Like,
I think everyone hates the current Star Wars or Star Trek and Star Wars until they get the next one, and then they're like, that one was so much better.
Yeah.
It's just a constant cycle in and out. They're never satisfied.
And they're like, actually, no, you know what? That one was good. It's like, yes, that one was good. It always was.
It was also saved by women writing fanfiction. Much like Gundam.
Yeah.
Women will save all of the sci-fi, underrated sci-fi, with fucking gay fanfiction.
Man, how many different genres are only around now because of women writing dirty things? I don't
know. lot.
Let's check. How about superheroes, monsters, horror in general, mysteries, sci-fi?
Yep.
The list just keeps going, and no one is shocked.
That's why I hate when people are like, get out, you're just into fandoms now because it's cool. It's like, bitch, they were in there before you. You just didn't care. It's like, girls never play video games. It's like, girls fucking, like, made video games that you play right now. Like, the ancestors of your current games are ones they fucking made. King's Quest.
Yeah, the Golden Age games.
Yeah, so many early games were actually made by, like, husband and wife duos, which is actually really sweet.
Yeah. Oh, so, a YouTube question. So, in Supernatural, they really fumbled quite a lot of stuff. Mainly their treatment of, like, ladies.
Oh, God, yeah, no, there are no well-treated women in all of Supernatural.
They would,
which is ironic, because it's mostly watched by women.
They would multiple times, like, resurrect a lady to kill them off.
Yeah, I had to stop watching when, they just started bringing back characters that I like to just kill them off. Like, hey, we got a guest star, let's kill her. And my favorite character was Crowley, and they brought in Crowley's mom, who was a witch. And they had this super cool, like, ginger girl who was a giant nerd. And I liked her, of course, because cute girl, giant nerd. And I was like, oh, she's talking with Crowley's mom, like, she's kind of turned her into a witch, and maybe she'll be on the witch side, and we'll get to see more witch stuff. And no, they just killed her, and then they just, like, solved Crowley's mom with, like, no fucking interest or concept, and Crowley just kept getting more squishy, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and watch my favorite characters just get killed for no reason.
What's the term, like, flanderized, where they just make the person, like, boring milquetoast character?
Flanderized means they just keep making the character more and more of a parody of itself, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they did that to Crowley, but they did not treat him well.
Yeah. Makes it easy. I mean, would you say that, like, women had a big influence on Minecraft is a question from YouTube. And yes.
I'm sorry, I don't really know much about Minecraft, but I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of women are, like, either involved in the making of... You know what? I'll go pull up the original, like, who worked on it. Because despite Hatsune Miku creating it...
Yeah, Hatsune Miku made Minecraft, so there you go.
Like, I do not know the, like, original team of it. So I will actually look that up.
I know they probably contributed a lot to the stuff, if nothing else since it started, because women are huge content creators. Usually if you have a piece of media, women tend to create fan art and fan fiction. They create art content, more or less. Whereas male fans, and obviously this is not necessarily all female fans or all male fans, or even tied to gender roles in general, but that they tend to create, like, maybe mods, things like that. So more technical stuff rather than stuff that's just, like, creative out of the gate, stuff like that. Again, like, the fanboys would buy stuff from Star Trek, whereas fangirls would create stuff based on Star Trek. That's usually where the gender gap tends to go. But yeah, there's been a lot of women working on a lot of games, even today. Remember when those guys were so pissed about the Oblivion remake and it had like 3 women who were on it in the video that was talking about it? Is like, it's fucking Bethesda, like, there's like probably 500 women in there. They got like 10,000 people, man.
Alright, so I actually have an answer to that on the Minecraft question. The guy, Notch, was actually taught how to code by his sister.
Oh, that's so cute.
So once again, without women, there would not be the things that you like and enjoy.
I mean, a woman was responsible for very early coding too, and coding itself was created for machines to like more easily knit, because zeros and ones work the same as like knitting, like knit here, don't knit there. Same with looms. Weave in here, don't weave in there. That's where that came from. The very first binary was used on machines to make fabrics.
Yeah, because you got open and close, which makes sense in like a coding language thing. And that's just a 1 and a 0, open or close. So yeah, like everything it all comes back to women. It always has. So there you go. Now you know. If it weren't for women, you wouldn't have Minecraft. Which means you wouldn't have YouTube as it is today, because that primarily blew up from things like Minecraft.
You wouldn't have YouTube as it is today, because one of the biggest things YouTube was invented for was to see that nip slip from that poor Janet Jackson woman during the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's why they invented YouTube, because they didn't have an easy way to watch that. So, as fucked up as it is, you do technically have women to thank for that, unfortunately. Though a man pulled off her clothes, so maybe you don't.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue it both ways. You have misogyny to thank for YouTube, I guess.
Both are correct. Both.
I love learning weird shit like that, though. I'm a big fan of it.
As an AO3 writer, I'd say 90% are women. Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more on the presenting femme side of the gender spectrum. But there's also I think there's a reason for that, too. I've had this argument before. People who make new stuff tend to do things, like fan fiction especially, because it is a form of power. Like, you are creating something new. You are changing things for what you want them to be.
Yeah.
Especially as far as fan content is. Whereas, like, if you're buying things, like you're playing the card game as the rules are, you're buying the toys because you want to display them stuff, you're fine with the way things are. So people who are disenfranchised, like women, like people of the LGBT community, like people who aren't part of like the dominant race or gender or whatever is going on of the place you're in, tend to lean more towards the creative fields and making fanfics and AUs and OCs and Mary Sues and all that, because of that innate disempowerment, in a sense, to recapture that power. That is my big, like, conspiracy theory about that. It's also, I think that's a reason why it becomes so sexual, too, because, like, people talk about, like, it's surprising that women write all these sexual content fanfictions and stuff like that, and things like, what was it? 50 Shades of Grey. But that is also a way to safely explore your sexuality or your ideas of sex and relationships without risking being killed, for one thing, but also just slut-shaming, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's changing power dynamics.
So if you're, like, a woman, or even if you're just gay, like, it's gotta be so scary, especially, like, around the time, Spock and Kirk first came out. Imagine being queer, and, like, you see that. That would be a way to, like, experience that through a couple that you couldn't necessarily experience in real life, because you might live in like 70s America and ass out of nowhere, and you'll be fucking strung up for it. It's like fandom creation and fanfics and fan art are really fascinating when you think about them a little deeper than just he two guys kissing.
But a dim's a monster. Tee.
Both of them could be monsters. And I think that's why they also like the Tumblr sexy man and stuff doesn't tend to be as generically attractive as a lot of characters are. Like in other things, because you tend to be more attracted to people who are disenfranchised or off to the left compared to mainstream. Not that they aren't necessarily generically attractive. I would argue Sans isn't really. Like, I love the crap out of Sans, and I've drawn Sans porn. That bro is not, like, on TV attractive. He's short and he's bald.
But they're blorbos, and they can be placed in interesting dynamics that are not nominal. So it's still more of that exploring.
They're interesting and well written, and usually there's some level of depressed.
That too.
I used to think I liked bad boys. I did not like bad boys, in fact. I liked depressed man.
Shadow, Mewtwo.
Yeah, I thought.
Goliath.
Yeah, I liked Shadow the Hedgehog, and I liked Mewtwo, and I liked Blackboard Greymon, and then
Beelzemon.
And then as soon as I liked Sans, I was like, huh, that's weird. Usually I like, dark boy characters. And I was like, oh wait, it's not because they're like edgy. It's because I would see Sans played by Danny DeVito. Yes.
I think everyone
It's because they're sad and depressed. And I was sad and depressed.
Starscream.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to write something that you don't have that experience of, that is a lot higher standard than some people hold themselves to. So good on you.
I've talked about this before, but I have a big old Cult of the Lamb fan fiction with an OC I did, and at first it was just fun because like, hey, monsters banging, yay! But by I have more comics in it now than I could post on Tumblr with its like 30 link limit, so now it's on AO3. I had my husband read a chapter, like one of the last comics in the like big story, and halfway through I had to look away and cover my head in shame because I realized how much of myself I had put into this character, and he would know, and he was reading it.
I did know.
Yeah. Because it's basically like you end up with a character who's saying all the things you can't say. Mm-hmm. In a situation where they're kind of forced to say it.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And that is a good use of writing or, creative things like that. It's it's a safety valve as much as anything, because you can experience something that you normally can't.
That's why I'm very supportive of people with problematic relationships and stuff like that, because I think it is a safer way to experiment with those than potentially getting into that in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, if you RP your Blorbos being a bit off kilter with each other, that's entirely different than you tormenting your wife because you know that she does more cleaning when she's upset.
I think you need to educate yourself about that, but it's not necessarily something that is the responsibility of a fanfic writer, I would say. I had 2 characters for a while in a ship that were just... one was basically the punching bag, and the other was, the dominant one. I wouldn't say it was full-on abusive, but it wasn't great. It was kind of like a master-pet situation. And as I worked through that coupling, they actually got softer, because I got more of the, like, I'm afraid people will leave me if I'm not enough, and, like, if I unmask, are people gonna leave me? I want someone who can't leave me, stuff like that. Yeah. They got softer because I got more comfortable with myself through that experimentation with those characters. And eventually I was just like, okay, that was fun. I don't need these guys anymore. It's very helpful for self-exploration. That's why I don't like people using like AI and stuff, because then you don't look at yourself. Yeah. You're not finding those... Like, the whole point of art, I always consider it as communication, and sometimes that's with you. Sometimes you're just talking to yourself, and that's a good thing. Art isn't about having the best, prettiest thing. It's about wanting to share something with someone else that is made from you. And sometimes you're just doing that to yourself.
I've always said that a lot of times when you're, like... It's not that you're a good listener, it's that you let the person talk, because a lot of times they already know what they need to hear or what they need to say. and you just need to be there to let them bounce that off and hear it from themselves, kind of thing.
That's basically what psychiatry is.
And good writing is that. It's just you holding a mirror up to yourself. And if other people enjoy it, cool. If not, you still did the part that you needed to do, so what does it matter?
All right, first one down.
Woo!
Here where I draw stupid little requests. Now the requests aren't stupid, but what I draw sometimes is. We talk about the deeper meaning behind content creation.
Art can really be a lot of things. Here are some Lorbos in silly situations. Aw, Minty said she loves your art.
Oh, thank you, Minty. Alright, which one did you suggest, honey?
Oh, the bottom right for the Ivanka pose.
This one?
Yeah, because that looks like the kills you in Spanish.
I was thinking the hand. Because then I get to do like a silhouette.
Either
with the
or.
gun. I like that one. I might choose a different pose.
Artist choice. But mainly it's
Maybe
just,
pointing at the screen instead.
it was mainly just to show you what Bond girl poses look like in the
I
intro
never got
things.
into Bond stuff, which is... I do actually like spy stuff, but only like historically. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, some of them were good. I liked some of them. But
I tried to watch when I was younger. I really hated the way he treated women, honestly.
yeah, which is ironic.
Gross.
Because it is like drastically toned down for the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying something. Whew.
Yeah, he is worse in the fucking comics. He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
mean. Not comics, the books. He's just mean. Bro's just mean.
He do be.
I'm gonna censor this just in case.
Nah, he is. Like, I know he's supposed to be like super cool guy, Spy McSpireton, but like, he is gross. On most levels.
Real life spy stuff is so much more interesting too. One of my personal favorites is the corpse that they had to create an entire life for.
Yeah.
And make sure it washed up on the beach so the enemy would get false stuff about D-Day. That was super cool. Like, that's way more interesting than like some guy going in and like shooting people, in my opinion.
Like the whole stuff about like the was it the Ghost Army?
Yeah, that's technically not spy. That's really more like in the field, but I guess it could be either way.
Yeah, like spies are not necessarily just getting information. Yeah. They're also about sending out misinformation.
I guess the term would be espionage, which I don't know if that falls under. I'm sure someone could better define it than me,
I think that's espionage because
works for me, yeah, sure.
Because like that was the whole point of the thing was to obfuscate and confuse, which is what you do in espionage.
True.
So I think that fully qualifies. And plus, inflatable tanks. So that's just fun.
Yeah, I know. I wish they'd make like a comedy movie about the Ghost Army. I think it would be fun.
Oh man, it would be. It's such a goofy ass thing. But like, you know.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use this pose. I've never used it and I've always wanted to.
I always love like the spy stuff of just like.
Oh wait, I think I have another one for her actually.
Like the you know the radio cat.
The bats that were gonna set Japan on fire. They had these bats that they were gonna let loose on bat bombs over Japan, and bats like to take refuge inside of dark wooden places. And a lot of Japan is their infrastructure is wood based, so it would just catch a bunch of homes on fire when the bats blew up.
Yep,
which is not nice.
And it was again fully functional. Like that was
but then they made the nukes, so.
It was a ready-to-go thing, and they're like, and then they're like, well, we got nukes. Maybe less bat murder.
I mean, I always approve of less bat murder, but it was like an interesting... I still like the cat, where it's like they couldn't get the cat to do what they fucking wanted. Did he get hit by a car?
Yes, actually. The cat was, again, a fully functional thing, and it got hit by a car crossing the road to the target.
Poor kitty.
Could you imagine being the guys who did all that work? The surgeons who actually fucking completed that and made it work on a cat? and then after all your fucking effort, I would retire. That would piss me off so fucking much.
Oh man, I thought I had this picture. I'm looking at my reference folder.
Do we watch The Fat Electrician? No, we do not. That sounds like a YouTube channel that would be interesting, though.
Okay, the idea for the cat was they were basically going to put microphones in the cat and send it out, and it was going to, like, get into people's places. They'd be like, oh, kitty!
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But after doing all this surgery to hide these, like, recorders and stuff inside the cat, it went out and got hit by a car.
Yeah, I believe it had a radio transmitter.
Yeah.
But
expecting a cat to do literally anything is honestly the stupid part.
I mean, like, the cat was supposed to mainly go to a particular thing. Yeah, to Russian diplomats.
Yeah.
And, like, it worked. They made a fully functional cyborg cat. Like, it did actually work.
Oh, there we go.
Not
I found
for,
it.
like, sheer random chance. Like, this was a fully functional, did work plan.
There we go.
Oh, okay. So the electrician guy, part of the thing he talks about is like bats and cats and stuff in his line of work. That's cool.
Barn owls.
Oh, yeah. Even NASA has to deal with barn owls. They get into everywhere.
Yeah, but people be sussy of a dog. Plus, cats can get into weird places.
Mm-hmm.
But again, expecting a cat to do anything you want it to. That was the stupid part, honestly.
It did work, though. The cat was going to where it was supposed to go. Just didn't make it. Poor thing. Yeah. Tech bros be like, I don't trust cats, and this is why I don't have women in my apartment.
Nah, tech bros will think of the most complicated fucking, like, solution to something, and someone will come up and be like, nah. Tech bros and, not archaeologists. People who design buildings.
Architects.
Architects, yeah.
You are correct.
My mom had a phrase for that. My mom was divorced growing up, and she had a phrase for, like, when you do an overly complicated thing that just makes things more difficult, but you thought it was cool. It's like, a man made that. And she wasn't wrong!
Mm-hmm.
Much like AI.
I always find it funny that engineers and architects always just have, like, a thing at each other. There is a YouTuber that I watch that is an engineer, and he's always just like, an architect designed this, and
Yeah.
it's like the most fucking, like, heinous pile of garbage.
I remember this one thing, I forget what documentary it was, but this chick was talking to this architect, and he was, like, describing this place he had just built to her, and they were, like, standing in it and be like, oh, look how cool these, like, vaulted windows and all this other shit is, and she was like, how do you clean that? And he was like, you're asking how I would clean? It's like, yeah, someone's gotta fucking clean shit! That's the kind of shit they don't think about.
Nope.
It's usually just making something from a place of privilege, not realizing that it will either, it's already been done and easier and cheaper, or, making something from a place of privilege, not realizing that, you're making things more difficult for people.
Yes, Bard, the real civil engineer. I actually enjoy watching him a lot. Also, I remember that, like, the fucking amethyst sink. It was just, like, all points and everywhere.
Ugh.
It was a full amethyst geode, just cut in half and then used as a sink. Which means, like, not only is it just crevice, the sink, but also, like, it's not sealed. Like, water makes those nutrients, those minerals leach into there and form those crystals. Water running over those crystals makes those minerals come back out. Like, you would be slowly dissolving your own fucking sink that you can't clean.
It's the whole, like, this is super cool, I'm gonna do this. Did you think any further about it besides the fact that it was cool? Nah.
Yeah.
It's like the Cybertruck. It's like, people have been making cars for, like, hundreds of years. Well, maybe.
Almost.
Almost!
Yeah.
Yeah, like 100 years or so. Like, there's a reason cars look the way they do. They come in and think, like, this would be cool, and not realize, like, people have already done... They think they're smarter than everyone who's come before them.
Oh, yeah.
And just be like, why didn't people do this? It's like, they probably did, and it didn't work. That's kind of how things work.
My dad, back in the day, in the garage, wanted a work table that was, like, solid and wouldn't wiggle kind of thing. So, of course, what he does is he gets a literal, like, 4x4 wood posts, like treated wood posts, and then an inch thick of MDF, which, for those who don't know, is medium density fiberboard. And that stuff is hellaciously dense because it's basically like you take all of the sawdust from making all the wood for something else and then compress it into a thing, and it's dense as shit. And normally you get it in like a 1/4 inch or a 1/3 of an inch kind of thing. He got 1 inch. That fucking piece on there was probably 100 pounds by itself. So he had this gargantuan, unmovable table.
I knew I had a gun. Oh, Melody has too many assets, he says. Oh, you don't need that many, he says. How many do you have now, he says. Guess what?
Hey.
Guess what, motherfucker?
My wife, the Clip Studio Dragon.
That's the fuck right, bitch.
Ah, yes, an atomic-powered car, just like in Fallout.
Even in Fallout, the only reason they did that was because they couldn't actually, like, there was a war on gas. They didn't have gas.
Yeah. They also didn't have transistors.
Yeah.
They had diodes. I like vacuum tubes. I think they're neat. Oh no, Melly has a gun.
I have a lot of guns, actually. You can thank fucking Kentucky Bear for his commissions for that.
Wife, like it's a thing from the fucking Matrix, but it's just your clip assets going by you.
Yes!
Just shelf after
They're
shelf.
very useful. And I paid the fucking shit for it, which means I paid artists for it. An artist got money because I downloaded this. That is beautiful. That is what the fucking art should be. I am not good at draw gun. Here, I am good at make 3D model of gun. Oh, thank you. I will use that to draw gun. Thank you. Here is money.
We're gonna need assets. Whole fucking wave of menus go by, Melody.
Yes. Hundo.
Like it's a fucking Matrix scene.
Yes. Yes.
Oof. Redstone in Minecraft. No, thank you. That's why I have mods, so I'll never have to. I don't do redstone. There are some people who will straight up make the entire Pokemon Red in Minecraft via redstone. I think those people have sold someone's soul. I don't know how they do it, and I think they're a nightmare. What do you mean, and/or? I do not care. I want cable go here. I want flip lever and light bulb turn on. Done. I am not that deep with Minecraft.
Not that deep, bruh.
I'm lucky I could figure out how to make the fucking spawner work. I'm still not totally convinced on making a like mob farm in an area if I don't just straight up have a mod that helps do that. Not gonna lie. The Ford Nuclei. I mean, some of the stuff that, like, they have over time tried many things, particularly with cars, where it's like, this is a really cool idea, comma.
Yeah, there's concept cars.
Like, we don't have the tech to be able to put this out currently.
Or, it's just not fucking practical in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like, there's a reason people don't have things that look like the Cybertruck. Because when they tried, it wasn't fucking practical.
There was one like car that had basically a magnetic suspension. And they made a prototype of it, and it was super fucking cool. And like that suspension on it was just fucking nuts, but also like not something you could really make at the time, because I think it was the 90s. And there was this one car that I always see going around, because it's like, this is what cyberpunk should look like, and it's like the car with the like triangular shaped steering wheel, like 50 million buttons around it and all over everything else. So it's just
looks like a flight deck.
Yeah, it's just like a horde of physical push buttons. It's like, yeah, you know why we don't have that? Because no one would be able to drive the vehicle and figure out where the damn air conditioning is.
Well, now they can't do it because there's no buttons.
Mm-hmm. Now nothing does anything because it's all fly-by-wire.
People are gonna like sell mod consoles for that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny? There's a YouTuber that does other stuff, but they managed to win an auction for a flight simulator, like one of the actual like training simulator units from a place.
Neat.
And obviously it's missing some parts and stuff, but what they're doing is
I won't stop them.
They're actually gonna put an actual PC in it and replace some of the parts and things and make it into a full-on flight simulator rig to play flight sims on.
Cool. Will it actually like lift and move?
Yeah, I mean, like it's a full-on thing.
Cool.
Like it would be able to do everything that you could do as an actual flight sim, but it'll have a modern computer in it and things like that. It apparently, like, one of the things that was missing from it is normally it has like a 200-inch wraparound TV on it.
Yeah. I can see that.
But like it has, all the console buttons and things like that all work. So like you would just have this super cool, like complicated as shit rig. That would be so fun to use though.
The most accurate flight sim rig.
I do remember there used to be a place down in Texas. Rate my War Thunder rig, yeah.
I like those guys who make like the actual like tank setups that like fly back and junk, and you gotta physically load them.
Yeah, that one where they had just the 2-liter bottles and the
yeah,
and stuff. That
was fucking awesome. Boys being boys.
There was a place down in Texas where you could actually go and play MechWarrior, and it actually had full-on like cockpits that moved and had buttons all over the place, that you could basically do an immersive sim play of MechWarrior. And it was around for years and years. Redneck engineering. No, that's in the Ukraine. I have to say, of all the things that I've seen that's like, wartime propaganda kind of stuff, the Ukrainians just playing videos of their drones taking out Russian soldiers is innovative in a horrible way. But also, like, seeing it the one time, I was like, oh god, I've used that software. I know what they're doing. I understand what's going on here. Oh.
I don't even know why this shit's still going on.
Stupid.
Bunch of crazy old men making the world worse for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to relive their glory days.
Well, speaking of seeing our old men, you've seen that Trump has been turning on Putin.
Yeah. Trump's been turning on everyone, and everyone's been turning on Trump. It's been nice.
Yeah. He's like, we're going to send more weapons to the Ukraine, and we're going to do all this stuff to Russia. It's like, oh yeah, you remembered that back in the 90s, hating the Russians was a thing.
Nah, they just weren't nice to him.
I have probably that too. Yeah,
yeah, there was like, there's too much happening, so I can't keep track, but he was disappointed in them for doing something. That's really all you gotta do is just not lick his boots, and he'll fucking turn on you.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to look like the superhero when people are just outright ignoring you.
Mm-hmm.
I recall that from War Thunder, that was actually a thing you could have on the British tanks, is the kettle heater.
Is War Thunder the one that they keep accidentally putting out shit?
Mm-hmm.
Spilling secrets.
The time since last military secret availed. Yeah.
Accidentally.
I am not unconvinced that the War Thunder let me try that one again. The War Thunder forums are not just a bunch of like military spy people passing secrets to each other.
When they raided 4chan, like they found a bunch of like when they got like took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still down? I don't even fucking
I think
know.
it is.
Good. But when they like took that down, they did find like a lot of FBI people. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Which good. Yeah, keep an eye on those fuckers.
Mm-hmm. They have a disclaimer now. Yeah, but it hasn't stopped anybody. They really had to just be like, guys, come on, no, guys.
Do you think like the U.S. government or something would go after the game itself? Or something, or at least the forums. Like, I'm surprised nothing legally has been taken on this. I guess all you can do is like get mad at the dudes who do it. Usually
all that happens is like they cleanse the post, and then the government's like, all right, we need the IP of the newest jackass that put stuff up there.
Usually they're military people too, so that's even worse.
Yup. They've once again done something stupid.
Hooray!
And it's a wide range of stuff too.
Look, in the army, you're not paid and you're not trained to be smart. You're trained to follow orders.
Mm-hmm. It's like, look, I know exactly 2 things because they're the things that I work on all the time, and this is not accurate. This round has higher penetration than that. Sir, it's a video game. No one cares. But it's got higher penetration than that. It would go through that armor.
Here is secret government documents that say I'm right. That's it. It's not even the argument. It's that they want to be right. Yeah. It's a bunch of fuckers who just want to be right.
It's like, you know, the armor is different on this part, or like it has different takeoff capabilities. It's just like, it's a video game. It doesn't need to be that accurate. I mean, like, some of them are just like, okay, why did you take pictures of that? It is explicitly stated on the thing, don't take pictures of this. And you're like, nah, that's for other people.
There was that one guy who just wanted to look cool to his Discord friends.
Yeah.
So sad.
And I just, like I said, I am sure that a lot of people just keep an eye on the forums to see what government secret leaks next.
Oh, you gotta know.
But like...
I would be half surprised if they put out, like, feelers to be like, I think this tank that we're totally not looking into would actually work like this, and then someone would want to correct them.
Yeah. Remember the one chick that made the post was like, the best way to learn new information is to say it's slightly wrong, and then it'll come and correct you. It's just a bunch of fucking spies being like...
Yeah, she said it was Murphy's Law, which is not that. And someone was like, that's not actually Murphy's Law. And like, there you go.
It's just like... I don't know. I think this tank has got 65mm armor. And somebody's like, it's 72!
That's exactly it.
Common sense or the male need to win an argument. It's the male need to win an
argument.
Oh my god.
Every time. The male ego is a disease.
I can deal with it.
You did get deal with it. Because I have been fucking watching the latest compilation 5-hour-long thing of fucking Baywatching.
I saw her post
the thing I punished my poor hubby for.
I saw her post that She apparently like puts episodes up first on Patreon, so she's put new episodes up on Patreon. So new episodes will be out in a week or two.
Oh boy.
This one has different takeoff capabilities. It's a tank, sir. I said what I said. I mean, there's been a few clips of like people trying to get air with a tank, which is horrifying when it's a 40-ton object flying through the air. I like the thinking of like that military stuff. The Ukrainians have started doing a thing with the military vehicles they have to like help prevent drone strikes and stuff like that. And it's basically just like a metal frame with like garbage around it kind of thing, because it'll set off the explosive device early because it's thick enough to set off the explosive. And so they started calling it a cope cage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, the internet is escaping containment. But
That's funny too, because that's probably not their same word.
Yeah, right. Tosh shield. Yeah. It's pretty much like, it's just like sheet metal plating and stuff. Can't believe Von Malibu died from an airplane. You see, he learned that there's going to be an apocalypse a couple years in the future, so he really stopped caring at that point, especially after he lost his alien frog girlfriend.
Yeah, man. It sucks to lose your alien frog hybrid girlfriend.
Darn shame when they explode like that.
Yeah, darn shame.
He lost so many, like his gold panning uncle, and 2 weeks ago he lost his girlfriend that he was in love with. But now he's sleeping with the captain, so it's fine. Bye, safe.
Oh, no. That bitch is so fucking funny.
Oh, Part says she croaked. You gotta give that 1 point.
Yeah, I'll give him a 8 out of 10 for that.
That was good.
Sensible chuckle.
Yeah. Yeah, you never think, but he was actually very good with Vikings.
I was about to say, what did we laugh at today? But it was when he was just like, it was one when he was like, I can't swim! Like, he's a lifeguard, that's extra funny. But also we watched the latest episode of like City the Animation today, and this shit kept having like near-death experiences where she'd go over all the memories in her life. And then the last one, she dropped a takoyaki ball. Just the fucking octopus's memories instead, and I about fell out my chair.
The last thing is just the octopus going to the takoyaki stand with its resume.
That was so fucking funny, though. That got me, man.
That show is like...
That show is just animators showing off.
Just animators, the animation. It is just them having a blast.
It's literally called The Animation. For a reason. They're just showing off so hard in every episode. Like, look what we can do!
We've got
it's like,
money.
we get it, stop!
We've got money and time, you can't stop us now. Just hurl the fucking skull up into orbit. Gently pushed back down to the Earth from the guy in the space station. This is fine.
I mean, they made Nichijou. They knew what they were doing.
And Panty and Stocking was pretty fun, too.
Panty stocking, panty stocky, yo.
He.
I thought the fucking Magic the Gathering jokes are funny, and I could get them now, thanks to my husband.
Yeah.
He was useful.
Dan was also fun.
Mm-hmm.
For entirely different reasons. Lovingly animated men. It's amazing how many lovingly animated men we're having this season.
Mm. Everything's actually pretty well animated this season. That's impressive. We got Dress Up Darling, which is fucking crazy. We got City the Animation, which is fucking crazy. Got Dan, which is fucking crazy. Koreans are getting a lot of money this season.
Yeah. The monster boyfriend one.
Oh yeah, that one's Netflix though. They're usually pretty good with their animation budget.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is the he Netflix money being put to use. Because, boy, you can tell they gave them money, but they've also got good direction going on in there.
Yeah, the boarding for that anime is fucking amazing.
Yeah. That's the thing.
You can animate to hell and back, but if it's not interesting to look at because of what you've set it up as, you might as well just have no budget at all.
Yeah. And you can have less budget but good direction, and it'll still look way better.
It'll just look like Demon Slayer. I'm mean.
Like,
Demon Slayer is lovely. It has very nice effects.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I mean, that is really like what it's there for. It is the look pretty anime.
Jujutsu Kaisen has great boarding on a lot of its stuff.
Yeah. There, you know, that's the one that's got the himbo that can clap to teleport, by the way. There is a lovingly done, like, joke reanimated part of that fight where, like, when he's doing the clap things to teleport around, and one of the times he just does a fucking squat and claps his ass cheeks.
That's how I teleport. I don't know what y'all are doing.
But, like, that, there are so many parts of that anime that are just really gorgeous, like, well-boarded, really awesome stuff. Because, like, they spend their budget on those big fights and things like that.
I need to try to watch it again. I'm just not a fan of shonen.
Yeah. I've seen a few clips of like the different ones just because it's like, yo, look at this and how cool this is. And it's like, wow, that is cool. I have no context and honestly, I don't care, but it looks really neat. Like, I like the one guy that the clapper is fighting in that thing because like he's one of the quote bad guys, and basically his ability is just body horror as a stand power. And that looks really cool and horrifying when you see it in action.
I really like the boarding and stuff of Chainsaw Man, but I really feel like a lot of Chainsaw Man is big ideas that don't succeed.
Fair. I mean, that was a guy who...
Some of them do. A lot.
But it was also like... That anime was done very much as like, man, Western movies are super cool. It was a very like...
I thought the anime did a better job of getting me into it than the actual manga did.
I would agree.
But I actually really loved the way they did the anime, which apparently a lot of people in Japan did not. So I'm in the minority there, I guess.
Well, you know, it's like Cowboy Bebop or Big O, where they do like a Westaboo thing, and it doesn't do well in Japan. Though apparently, like, Chainsaw Man didn't do well.
Oh, they were mad
to
at that man, yeah.
Huge level. Like, holy shit. That was like a...
I doubt it's gonna get like a second season of any quality, honestly.
Yeah. Well, because it was like, just a monumental flop as far as the Blu-ray sales go, and that's really...
I kind of wonder if the, US streaming sales will do anything. They need to rethink how they calculate shit on that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really, like, they don't use that as a qualifier, which is really unfortunate, because nowadays, like, even Netflix admitted, like, half of the people on Netflix watch anime. So, like...
But also, like, a lot of people don't necessarily buy Blu-rays. Like, you're probably not gonna buy the whole Blu-ray set of a show you like, unless you're, like, a fanboy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're only appealing to the fanboys, that's all you're gonna get. That's why there's been so many like waifu fan service animes, because they've just been appealing to the fanboys. And that's because they're the people who buy Blu-rays.
And it's an ever decreasing spiral too, because it's not an infinite well of money and viewership kind of thing. So eventually you just run out. Like you're just digging a hole there. And
people shouldn't have to buy the entirety of an anime to get it a second season too.
Yeah. Because it doesn't really show like popularity or how well it does or anything like that. If it's just, you know, how many people can we trick into a $60 fucking purchase? That doesn't really mean anything. And I guess it does depend on like how much money do they get back from viewership on a streaming.
Yeah, they should get more money for viewership and stuff. 100%.
But
anime is basically a money sink too. That's why you gotta sell the merch, and the only merch people will buy is waifu figures.
There are those Chainsaw Man like Legos there at
yeah, that's for the Western audience though. I don't really think that's big over there. That's why they marketed the hell out of Spy Family.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much merch for that.
So much.
That's why there's like 500 Rin figurines from ReZero. Because that's how they make their damn money.
Isn't Hunter x Hunter coming back?
I have no fucking clue.
The person over on YouTube was mentioning Hunter x Hunter. I feel like that's one of those ones that they're like, we're doing a new thing of it. Even though it's been like away for, you know, 10 years.
How can you expect people to buy like $80 worth of Blu-ray special editions when there's like 50 anime a season? Not every anime is gonna get someone who wants to do that for it, no matter how good or bad it is.
I mean, like, Apocalypse Hotel fucking slapped. That was a really good anime.
That was definitely a labor of love, though.
It was only put out because it was made by the same people that do the horses, so they had infinite money to throw around anyways.
Yeah, I might just keep her in the bikini. I think it actually fits the Bond stereotype anyway. Plus, then I can make it a nice color and it'll stand out.
Apocalypse Hotel? Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that was probably my favorite anime last season.
Yeah.
If I was being 100, just because it really hit me in a way a lot of current anime do not.
It is well told, with good characters, absolutely gorgeous.
It's WALL-E if he ran a hotel instead with OCD, and then aliens come down to stay in said hotel, and they are adorable.
What was it actually streamed on?
I have no fucking clue. I'm sorry, I gave up on streaming services. There's too many and it's too confusing, and I'm not doing that anymore. Spy X Family, they wanted people to have fucking babies, so they merched the hell out of that thing.
Yeah, we Yarhar Fiddly D. Oh, it's on Crunchyroll. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah, that was put out by the horse gambling people, so they had infinite money to put that out.
It does feel like a labor of love, and it feels like a lot of older anime where people just had something they liked and they made it. That's what it felt like, and I don't see a lot of that anymore.
Yeah. But it was just really good.
It's really sweet. It was one of those, it was both funny and relaxing, and one of those ones that'll make you cry a little bit. Though, Taco P's Original Sin is definitely making me cry this season. Twice. Shut up.
No,
it's not even over yet.
This super cool shonen thing is going to be the hottest anime this season. Meanwhile, the depression anime utterly annihilating it in the ratings.
I'm so proud of that, because I didn't think anyone would probably want to watch that, honestly. Because that, like, the anime I like are usually considered boring.
Or weird.
Or weird and boring.
But, yes. Oh, look at this cute little creature and depression and oh.
And I have a theory about that. What I think is, Taco P's Original Sin appeals to people who aren't into anime. I like the people who would watch, like, Stranger Things and stuff. They are the kind who would watch Taco P's Original Sin. So it manages to grab the normies as opposed to the weebs.
Thank you, lady. I am getting better.
He's sick.
I got a cold. I have been coughing and snuffling, and it's been not fun. But Dayquil will get us through.
He's gonna get me sick.
Me holding up the Dayquil box. This'll fix me.
It did not.
Meanwhile, my seams are coming apart. I'm leaking some stuffing and missing an eye. I need good spicy food and Dayquil and I'll be fine. I had spicy stuff yesterday.
My poor baby man.
See, this just further proves that everybody is made of a certain percentage of soup. Because when we're sick, we lose all the liquids and we have to replenish it with soup. Therefore, soup. We are mostly soup.
It's not soup.
And if our percentage of soup gets out of whack, we need to have it replenished with more soup. Otherwise, we are unwell. No, I have to limit my amount of hugs with life. I do not necessarily
I've
want
not
to
been
get her sick.
cuddling on him, but I'm probably gonna get sick anyway because I'm kind of weak. He's the strong one.
Powerful immune system. Keeps attacking me.
I'll tell it to stop.
Immune system like, what do you mean we don't got nothing to fight today? Fuck you. Then I get allergies. Goldfinger. Beckon to enter his web of sin.
Did you know that Might Be Giants wrote the gold member theme for Austin Powers?
I'm unsurprised by this. It seems like the kind of thing they would do. And really, they were probably raised on Goldfinger anyway, so like getting to do the he version of that song probably made them really happy.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It was Dr. Evil. That's what they did.
Like
His theme song.
A lot of the James Bond music is actually very good. I personally have a real like of You Only Live Twice. Even though I know nowadays it's very...
Yeah, they did the Malcolm in the Middle theme too. You're not the boss of me now.
Yeah, soda time. 'Cause I'm thirsty. Ooh, excuse me. Making a soda with the Soda Stream ASMR. Soda Stream, sponsor us. We would chill for Soda Stream, no doubt.
If they give us free shit.
Right?
I think it's a good buy if you're an apartment liver like us, and you got like autism like me, and you like fizzy stuff, but don't necessarily like
full on soda.
Yeah.
Full sugar sodas.
Like you don't want the sensation and sweetness, you just want the fizziness.
Yeah. Plus, like, it does definitely save us money.
And it saves a lot of space too, because then we don't have to have drinks all in the house.
So, overall, it does save us quite a bit in general. And like, realistically, yeah, it would be better if they let you use like larger CO2 cartridges, but
that's really my only complaint, yeah.
Yeah.
Should I make the gun gold?
Yes.
Okay.
If you weren't so far into the drawing, I'd say give her a silly hat.
No.
Because everybody hates Odd Job.
Yeah, I know. No.
Diamonds are forever. I have no idea, Bart. Unfortunately, we've had a Soda Stream for like 6 years?
Something like that, point. Yeah.
So I don't know.
We got it for free from his parents.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but there's no ethical consumption under capitalism.
Yeah.
Just about everything you have and want supports something terrible.
Like Microsoft.
Remember when, like, they were mad at Hershey's for the Women's Month thing? And I was like, okay, try to figure out how to not buy something made by the fucking Hershey's company. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a little too hard.
There's some stuff it's just like, you'll go and look at it, it's like, product of Nestle, and it's like, what the fuck? And it'll be like floor cleaner or something.
Yep. That's what they do.
And it's like, oh, yeah, it's because we have a bottling plant.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
You can't escape it.
That sucks, Bard. Again, we've had it for 6 years, and also I'm not even sure if there is another option other than that.
I also have Pepsi Cola stuff, which is also a terrible company.
Yeah.
Every company is terrible.
Yeah. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Yeah, I would like it very much if we could use just generic CO2 canisters, because obviously that would be significantly cheaper and just better in general. But that's how they do this kind of stuff, walled garden and all that. There's actually, I was reading yeah, you're right, Bard. You called that right.
No one want to sponsor us anyway.
But there was a thing I was reading talking about, the new Donkey Kong game. And one of the things they're talking about is because of the way the Switch 2 is, they changed up how it does like connecting to controllers. So everybody other than Nintendo's controller at launch didn't work right.
Oh, great.
And they've had firmware updates for other people's controllers since, but like it did fuck up a lot of stuff, and for some of them they take very long times to connect and things like that. It takes minutes at a time to get it to connect initially, and all these other problems, and like rumble feature doesn't work right on some controllers and things like that. So basically it was just yet more corporate horseshit going on with the Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break because I got...
I'll be here, wiggling my butt. Actually, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick again.
Don't do it into the mic!
Ah!
Sneezing ASMR.
Ugh. Blowing my nose ASMR. Let me just blow out all your eardrums with that. No, I'm going to go put the mic over here, and then I'm going to blow my nose. I will be right back, chat. I'm just going to get out of detonation range. Those who have headsets, goodbye. Why do we breathe? Just to blow our nose? Wait, where did I set the mic down? Oh, there it is. It fell. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now I'm back. Hello, everyone. I have blown my nose. I can breathe slightly better. Wasn't there's that one Pokemon that's got like the little gross snot icicle I'm always reminded of. It's one of the little bears or something, and it's just like, every time I see it, I just hate it. It just looks so gross. Cub chew. Yeah, that sounds right. It reminds me of, like, in Minecraft, the baby pandas are a good way to get slime balls because they will snort and snuffle, and then you'll find snot balls on things, and it's like, ew, gross. I hate everything about this. Cubchew, the ice-type bear. Look at it. It's gross. Get it some tissues. Why would you even do that? Although I always find it funny that, like, people do, people are like, oh, this Pokemon's just an item, but, like, yes, that's a good design. Item, but moving around is weird and interesting. That's why we had the keychain one. And the possesses your fridge one. No, the slime is from, like, the babies. Like, they're just like... Oh, I get you. No. Yeah, mainly you find the slimes in swamps, which is very different from the bamboo forests. Or Sakura forests, depending on the mods you have installed. Yes, Rotom. Is your fridge running? Ah, it's that stupid Rotom again. Get it! You get a phone call. Is your refrigerator running? And you look at the phone and it's just Rotom in your hand. You look at the fridge, also Rotom. Your AC unit, another Rotom. You are cursed by Rotoms. You cannot escape. Litwick, the candle that haunts you. When the candle burns out, so does your life. Chandelure. It hangs out in haunted old houses. It's there to curse you. Driftbloom. It steals children and takes them away to the afterlife. That one that got edited where it was like, Driftbloom, no fatties. Aw, lady says Litwick is their favorite Pokemon. That's cute. Yeah. Do we still have Nitwick? Yeah. We have a Nit Litwick, so we have a Nitwick.
I think we should call in about the toilet tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, they also like Phantup and Pumpkaboo.
I think he's in the other room though.
Mm-hmm.
With the plushy ball.
Yes.
My favorite's Mimikyu.
It's true.
Because he is the best. I'm gonna stretch a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Little door opening.
Yeah.
It's me.
Hey, Golurk. Golurk's pretty cool. I like them.
Conkadur.
Conkadur.
Herkdur. Gerdur. Conkadur. Timber.
Its final form, Herpadur.
Herpadur. That one always made me laugh.
Ghost types are best. It's true.
They're my personal favorite.
Like the possessed anchor.
I like the Pokemon that are objects. Everyone's so mean about them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like my favorite, but I also like Digimon, which is basically all of those. I have a Digimon who's a gun. Here's Digimon who's a bunch of guns.
Oh, did you mean Gunmon? No. Oh.
No!
Oh, is it Gundramon?
Is
no.
the one that's made of guns or the one that is a gun?
Is it a dragon with a gun? Is it a motorcycle guy with a gun?
Okay, there's a Digimon named Gunmon who's like a dragon made out of guns. But there's also a Digimon called Deputymon, who is like a little cowboy that is like growing out of a gun.
There is a revolver that has other guns in its hands.
Yeah. That's the most American fucking Digimon. You know, I had to cut basically an entire episode, more or less, of the first season out.
Was
because
puppet?
Puppetmon, like, chased down TK with a fucking rifle.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can't do that. So they had to edit around it. So it's got, like, the 1 or 2 less episodes because of it.
Geodude is a rock with a face. Yeah, it's Geodude.
There's a town in Japan that has a Geodude as its mascot, because I think its name is actually what inspired Geodude.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does he have a little sash around him, little head, but the mascot is like a dude in a Geodude costume, but he's got legs coming out the bottom that have the like the checker pattern for when things are transparent, and it's so fucking cute.
I'd be hard pressed to say what a favorite game was, because like it depends on what kind of game and what you're going for, kind of thing.
Are we talking about Pokemon games?
No, just game in general.
Oh yeah, no, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. I'm really bad at picking favorites.
Yeah, because like, you know, I might like a horror game at one point, or, you know, maybe I'm up for a roguelike or something like that.
If you give me a genre, I could probably pick my favorite in a genre, but not like
my
favorite game, I think.
Yeah, that's really the thing. Like, I gotta have a genre to go with it, because like, yeah, I play Minecraft a lot, but I also play like, you know, Abiotic Factor or Power World or Skull the Hero Slayer.
I played 97 new games on Steam last year.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play a lot of them. I like to play a lot of tiny little horror games and junk and indie games.
Do we listen to AJR? I don't think I know what AJR is, so I'm gonna say no.
I listen to LGR.
Yeah.
That's the same thing, right?
Le Game Reviewer.
Oh, lazy game reviews. That's what he should change it to.
Le Game Review. Oh no, this game is French. I've become Le Game Reviewer. He has to wear like a little fake curled over mustache and like a beret. Ah, it's a band. No, then I don't know them.
I only know They Might Be Giants and Miku.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of like 20s stuff, but
My Chemical Romance.
I only know them because like I grew up in that period.
Avenged Sevenfold with Bat Country.
I know one of their songs.
Is it Bat Country?
No, I forget what it is now. Damn it.
Well, now you're gonna have to look up Avenged Sevenfold.
I don't think they're really my type. Then again, I'm not a music person.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's whatever either I like to sing or it fits my ship.
Yeah. My Alchemical Romance. Terrible.
Full Metal Alchemical Romance.
Full Metal Romance. It's the same characters, but they're dressed like the My Chemical Romance people.
I don't know, man. I know a Vocaloid. I saw one in concert in my entire life exactly, and it was They Might Be Giants.
Mm.
In my defense, They Might Be Giants has from 800 to 1,000 songs.
Yeah.
Sure. So, they kind of cover everything. Same with Vocaloid.
It's true.
I don't really need any more. I think I'm some level of tone deaf, too. I have a real difficulty doing, like, music puzzles when you gotta, like, type out a certain thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, those ones tend to be tricky.
Even if it's, like, 5 notes, I for some reason have difficulty, like, figuring out which notes should be what. I don't know. I think I'm just a little bit tone deaf.
It may be because you're dyslexic.
That too. Doesn't help. Well,
Yeah.
probably gotta bother me.
Woo!
Wait, okay.
Don't hit my head too hard, I got a headache. That's my butt. He's hitting my butt.
With a squeaky hammer. Do we know the song World's Smallest Violin? No.
The what?
A song World's Smallest Violin. I do not. Doesn't ring any bells.
It doesn't need it. You have to hit fairly hard for a squeak.
Yeah.
He's just being nice.
I am. We'll make a little paper fan and whap you with that. Wow, it doesn't even hurt at all. It's actually her trying to be kind. I'm not trying to be kind, I'm just weak.
I know the song. Teto, teto, akusanani teto, akusanani teto, teto.
Teto pear.
I'm a teto bear.
Loser, 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 loser. So many Miku songs.
I just think she's neat. I'm gonna get, hopefully get a tattoo of her tomorrow that I designed. I'm having a little trouble getting in contact with the tattoo people. Artists.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry, I overbooked myself.
Sounds right. Sounds like something I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
They're very talented, and all their work looks really good, and their website is real nice, and all the reviews are real good.
So that's good.
I checked everything beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go there and, like, they suck, we'll just leave. Pain in the acid rain. Pop, pop, pop.
The bingo bus is coming. Well, we don't seem to be having any issues on our end.
What's going on?
Artists. They said the YouTube one was buffering, but yeah, I don't see any issues on YouTube. So that might be on your end. We haven't dropped any frames or anything, and we don't have any buffering on either YouTube or Twitch on our end. So unless YouTube is just fucking up, which is also entirely possible.
Yeah. You ain't missing much. This art looks like ass.
You literally just started this one. Oh, my line work before I've done any of the finishing touches or even actually completed it at all looks bad.
In my defense, like, usually these are like, what I say, 70% of my ability at best. Sometimes I still think I try too hard.
I tried so hard and did line work. What do you call a car that works out? Cardio.
That's bad. Was that Bard?
No, actually.
Well, then I'm gonna give them a 3. If it was Bard, he gets a negative.
It's me, Dio.
Yeah, that's true. And in the end, that you're on the wrong layer.
Why do we even have that layer?
Where's the penis layer? I haven't even gotten to the penis on the poor commission I was working on today because I was so sick. I really wanted to finish that today. Or at least like the line work update. So I could get on to Compact Coven's commission. And now Pixel wants a commission and another person wants a commission, so I gotta catch up. I was out most of the morning, unfortunately. I couldn't even bring my poor sick husband to get food.
She had the tummy terrors.
IBS, I be shitting.
Yeah, because again, none of the fuckasses that voted on the stupid bill actually read any of the fucking bill, which is the point. That's why they make these big 300 fucking page pieces of shit. This is why so many people are like, you should have one thing per bill, period. Because then you don't have problems like this. And that is what happened.
Oh, they'd do shit anyway.
They would, but it'd be a lot harder to hide that when you have one thing per bill, as opposed to 400 pages of a bill that no one can read beforehand.
Kind of sucks that we could just do all this the whole time and we didn't use it for like healthcare or anything.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're having internet problems there, buddy. We are not having any issues on our end, and unless it's YouTube, it's you, dude. Which, like I said, it might be YouTube. Who knows?
I could see that.
I have no way of telling. I look at the thing that goes, good connection, and I go, okay, got good connection. There it is. It actually gives me even less stats than Twitch, which I'm not all that surprised by, but oh wow, I just realized that you can enable 360 video on a stream.
I don't have 360.
Yeah, I know, right?
I only have my screen and my little PNG tuber.
That would be wild to have a 360 stream going on.
I mean, I guess you could, especially if you had one of those 360 cameras.
Yeah, I suppose so. That would require...
It's not undoable.
That would require a hella good connection.
It would. It'll be the future.
Yeah. Could you imagine like going out and doing like a walkabout and you've got like a 360 stream going so that people can like see the place that you're walking through?
On the VR set, sometimes I do watch VR videos of places I'd like to go. Like I watched like the VR walkthrough of Akihabara. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I could totally see that. That'd be a lot of fun to do like a, like a museum or just like a heritage site that you don't want people walking around.
Yeah, that's what I always thought they should do with it.
There was there was some place that was actually partnering up with a person to fly drones through an area and like actually full HD map the place so that you could do that kind of thing. Because like it's like a history place, so they don't want people just roaming around in there. I honestly think that's something that we should do anyway. It's just
for historical preservation, if nothing else.
Plus, just like getting to have more and more people go and see things.
It would encourage preservation efforts too.
Stream it online as like a thing. That'd be really cool. Drive safely.
Don't watch the stream while driving.
Yeah, they said they were leaving because they had to go drive. But yeah, like I know before they went full dipshit, the Corridor Digital people actually were partnering up with this one guy because there's like an abandoned mining town, and this dude just like moved into it because it was one of those like full on the place just shut down and everybody left kind of thing. So like the general store was still there and all this other stuff. And since he was literally the only person living there, he just started documenting it and things like that. And so he invited them to come over to help like start 3D mapping the place. And they uploaded all of the 3D mapping of the place onto one of those like assets places for like video games and things.
No, I think it's a different place.
Yeah, no.
That one's dangerous.
Yeah, I know. That's the
one in West Virginia.
Yeah. Nah, this is just like an abandoned place, and they like started posting up all the stuff in there onto an online asset place, so you could just be able to physically see the place that no one lives in anymore.
I think we should just do that with historical places anyway.
Yeah.
I think someone should do that for the entirety of the catacombs in France.
Oh yeah. Just
run a little like drone in there, like our little robot. And just map the whole thing.
Just drive a little drone through there and just take pictures and stuff.
Yeah, then you could make it like a map on stuff. It'd be cool.
The catacombs as a doom wad.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be so cool.
And again, this would probably help historic preservation, especially if you became a meme or something.
Yeah.
People love memes. They'll protect memes.
Like, especially one of the things, like, in case of the catacombs, you could just drive that thing through because you know that no one's actually seen everything down there. And so just having it go through and auto map the catacombs and then have, you know, a bunch of infinite monkeys on keyboards gaming through the catacombs.
Because they have to rearrange the bones.
Well, that would be in some places, but not, like, I can imagine there's a lot down there.
It's easy to get lost, but I think there are people who could just go all through it. I'm pretty sure it's actually mapped somewhere.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Because, like, if you have, like, the, you know, the infinite people on keyboards going through it, like, you'll find stuff that other people haven't seen.
Ask them to help with the robot.
Yeah.
The mole people.
I mean, there was that robot that went all the way across Canada without any problems, and then as soon as it crossed the American border, it got smashed up. So, like, there's precedent for a lot of everywhere else being fine with Little Robot.
I think they'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see.
Hello, I am Historical Robot. I'm just here to take pictures.
Agreed.
Yeah. God, that was a purely American thing, too. Ugh. Have you seen the American movie Chud? Werewolves in the catacombs. Werewolf? Werewolf. Discover a brand new species of vampire down there. Never before seen the light of day. Aw, that was a good joke. Ooh, I didn't even get a response on that one.
It was a joke?
Yeah, why would a vampire see the light of day?
I mean, you could still be in a building and probably see it.
Oh, like
You're
vampires...
not in the light, it's fine. Light reflects off things.
A vampire, a new species of vampire that's never seen the light of day.
Alright.
I got stonewalled, guys.
Should be fine if you're not in direct sunlight.
Yeah, vampires don't burst into flames with the moon.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's never really explained. Not really sure why that is.
Honey, they're not real.
So?
I'm
They can have consistent
pretty
lore.
sure I could take a bath.
God, that was... I think they're still doing more Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun show, too. And it won't be them anymore, it'll be new characters, which is good. Like, as much as I liked it, I don't want, you know, more of the same forever kind of deal. I like what they've done with it. Like, that has been a really just fun show to watch. Whether or not you're, you know, balls deep in Castlevania stuff.
I wonder if it's just a certain amount of light. Does it have to be sunlight? Does it have to have vitamin D in it? What if it's like an overdose of vitamin D, like they're really sensitive to it?
In some stuff, when they try to science it, that's actually the UV, and it's because, like, their mutation makes them particularly weak to UV, unraveling their DNA kind of thing.
So
like,
you could just, like, flash really strong UV lights
correct.
at them? Cool.
And so in some of the stuff, that's literally what they do. They just strap everything up with UV lights and call it a day. Because they'll literally, you know, cancer up and die in the light. Or that one with the vampires took over everything. They had like the fake blood and stuff like that. And the one guy that got flung out of his car, burst into flames and thrown into the water to be put out. I'm like, oh yeah, that jump started my heart. You know, the horrific agony.
That one was a good one.
Yeah. Daybreaker, yep, that's the one.
Alright, fuck you, Phil Tool.
Ah, yes. Taking a giant honking knife to the chest would definitely do you in. Does it have to be a wooden stake? Can it just be a metal stake? I'm pretty sure anybody taking a stake to the heart would die. You're not special.
Zombies wouldn't.
Yeah, true. That means vampires
I thought the point of the stake when I was growing up, I thought it was usually it's to pin them down into the coffin. Because that's how you would originally do it. Because they also use just like collars that would chain you into there. I don't think it's so much a stake through the heart. Because some people say you even gotta like chop off their heads and stuff like that. The whole point is you're keeping them down there.
Yeah. Because
that was what they were afraid of. It was like people were getting out and then going back to the coffin.
They also had stuff where like the wood material was the thing, because wood is, you know, disruptive to magical, fairy, all that kind of horse shit kind of thing. So sometimes it's the wood of the stake because it also symbolizes the wood of the cross. There's a lot of different things in that.
I think it really just builds up from what people already have.
Mm-hmm. You know, the main one that I used to hear a lot was the behead them and stuff the mouth full of garlic.
Yeah, but like historically, as far as like vampires go, the point was people would get sick and die suddenly after someone died or close to when someone died, and they'd check the coffin, and the natural decay of a human, you know, you get bloated, your hair, your skin shrinks, so it looks like your hair and nails all grew. So it looks like you're not only been alive, but you've been feasting on someone, because there might be blood in your mouth because, you know, your liquids are getting out of your body. So people are like, oh, fuck, this person's getting out and being a damn vampire. We gotta keep them down there. So they would, like, put weights on the coffin. They would put chains around your neck that would be latched in the coffins, and they would stake you because that'd stick you in there.
Yep.
That was the main goal, was, like, keep your stupid ass in there, and it just kind of grew from that.
Hey. In Vampire the Masquerade, the stake just paralyzes them. Yeah.
Oh, it's like the sword in Silent Hill, the room.
Uh-huh.
With the ghosts. Just holds your ass down.
Yep. And then you just slowly go mad from hunger, because you're stuck.
Do they die from hunger?
They can't. I'm not sure if they can actually die from it.
Yeah.
They can't go
Maybe
fucking
they have
batshit
to, like, go into hibernation, because a lot of vampire lore says they can sleep for a long time, but they wouldn't be feeding while they were sleeping. So maybe it's just like a hibernation type deal.
I think it's the term is torpor, if I'm remembering right. I think that's the one from Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah, torpor. That's the one. So, like, they get so hungry they just flop. But when they're staked, they can't do anything about it, so they're just stuck there, hungry.
Baby, hungry. Can I eat your shoes? Which actually, when people were starving, they used to eat shoes because they were made out of leather. Cook your shoes.
He wakes up when they're taking the wooden telephone pole out of the ground. That's the biggest fucking steak I've ever seen.
Yeah, it would be funny if he was just buried somewhere and that was like what fucking happened. Like it went all the way through. Someone didn't like check the ground ahead of time.
Yep. Just harpooned him.
It'd be funny as shit.
Well,
then again, interviewing a vampire, the guy woke up because he heard 80s rock music, so...
I mean, that's fair. You know, music is a real weird thing just in general. There was actually a song for the longest time that, so the song had to be either edited or not played because it hit notes that were at the exact frequency to mess up spinning platter hard drives. So this song could literally kill laptops that were nearby it, because you'd go to play the song and it would hit that frequency and it would make it resonate, which would make those plates wobble in the hard drive and shatter the plates in it. So it would just toast computers around the speakers. And Windows actually had a hidden thing for a while that would cut out part of the frequency range. Because otherwise it would just nuke computers.
Alright. Next one, potentially the last one. We'll see how I'm doing.
Yeah.
My tummy's a little crampy.
A weird internet history. But like, yeah, that kind of stuff actually happens a lot more than people think. Like weird tech stuff happens all the time. Like for the longest time, filming needs to have certain types of lights because the frequency of the light bulbs would fuck up the shots because it would make it look like it was flickering and constantly changing the light amount. So they have to have special bulbs. Especially like the any kind of like high-speed photography and stuff like that, you'll really see it there.
Yeah, there was that hummingbird that got in front of someone's door cam and flapped its wings fast enough it just looked like it was just a like wingless blob flying around. Or was it a bee?
No, it was a hummingbird because it's just like just a torso and a head going around. There was a really neat shot that I saw that was they had strapped a camera to the tire rim, and it was going at just they had to get to a certain speed, and then once they were at that speed, it was filming at the same frequency as the rotations of the tire. And so then they had this really cool like steady cam shot going along the side of the car because it was just right to have like the horizon show up. It was really cool. The Diddy Kong and Yoshi shaped CDs that would destroy the CD players. Yeah.
Whew.
Nails blessed with holy water. Weren't we talking about like oh yeah, we were talking about like the body and blood of Jesus kind of thing, and like how much would it take to make a new Jesus and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, with the flesh and the blood. I don't think you could make a new Jesus because you'd only have meat and blood.
Yeah, it would just
you
be
wouldn't
like
have organs.
Right, it would just be like muscles.
Because it's not. It's his flesh.
Yeah.
I don't because he wouldn't have a brain.
Right. But you could like, you know, with the blood at least, like once
Jesus humunculus.
Once you had a certain percentage, you now just have enough Jesus blood. Because I imagine it'd be the same as holy water. Like above a certain percentage, it's just converted to more holy water because you can't unmake holy water. It can't be diluted according to Christianity. So like if it's 51% holy water, it's all holy water.
What statistically, like all water in the water cycle be holy water now?
No, because like if you have enough water, that's why like the like there was like a person that had gotten holy water blessed by a certain pope, and so every so often they would just let it get down to a certain amount of point, mix in fresh water, and spread it out because then it's all still holy water blessed by that pope. But like if you have like a cup full of holy water and then you throw it into the ocean, that's not enough. So it's diluted and doesn't become holy water.
But you just bless the ocean. How far does the blessing travel if you have water?
I don't think you can bless like the whole body of water.
Why not?
Because it's really more like blessing a small amount.
Okay, but then how big? What's the limit?
Yeah, we have to
some D&D shit.
We need to scientifically test how much you can bless.
Because surely you could get multiple priests. If you got enough priests and you put them in boats and put them in the ocean at certain distances from each other.
What's the
and
blessing?
They all blessed the ocean. Surely that would be enough water on Earth to make all water holy water percentage-wise.
What's the blessing radius of an average priest?
Yeah!
Look, we need to bless the rains down in Africa.
Yeah.
As far as the eye of the blesser can see.
Well, there you go. We'll just put everybody at certain like links from each other as far as humans can see.
Launch a priest into orbit.
Wait. What if they have telescopes?
I'd say launch them into orbit.
Yeah, put a priest on the fucking orbiter thing.
Bless the ocean from...
Hello, Vatican! I have a question. They would be so mad.
Here at the International Space Station, we can finally be rid of all vampires and bless the fucking ocean from orbit.
That's why we started space travel.
It was actually...
I want a fucking, like, big... like headcanon of this is why humans start space travel so they could get into space, see all the water on Earth, and bless it and kill all vampires.
It was actually a Vatican conspiracy. The ultimate solution: space travel. Compared, what was the one guy that said like created the heliocentric, and then they made him drink the stuff to kill him? Copernicus?
I think it is Copernicus.
Copernicus didn't die. They just kept him down there to figure out that space travel was viable, and then centuries later finally did it, using him to unmake all ghosts, demons, and vampires on Earth.
The thing is, at first they agreed with Copernicus, because at that time, the Catholic Church was the basic head of science in, like, the Western world, more or less. But then the fucking Protestants came along. There's a bunch of, like, non-researched people taking the Bible literally because everyone could read it in German now and all that shit with the printing press, and they were like, fuck. Well, I guess we gotta be like, nah, see, the Bible don't say that, so he can't say that now. We gotta go creationist on everybody because everyone else did. Oops.
That would be funny, just like the whole thing was a Vatican conspiracy to get into space. It was the only way we could win the war.
Just put all the priests in the water like that fucking episode of Konosuba, where she's gotta like purify the water and she's being attacked in a cage by gators and shit. That'd be funny as fuck. Let's do that.
It's just like secret wars with priests. That would be funny, actually.
Yes.
How come we don't hear that conspiracy? We always hear the flat earth and all these other things. We never hear the Vatican created space travel to do away with vampires. It was the ultimate victory against the supernatural. We got a priest into orbit.
Nah, see, everything. They hid it. And because the Vatican is actually secretly run by vampires. Why would it not be? I mean, like,
yeah,
it could be their thralls or something, or even just money.
Mostly money. First little spell that takes an hour to cast. Allows the caster to bless a single vial of water. Oh, there you go.
So you just need a shit ton of them.
Yep.
We need volunteers.
Just infinite priests blessing water forever.
Might as well.
Yeah, I like with the 40K stuff. They have some of them who are basically just
horse.
They're some of them are basically dedicated like demon fighters and things like that, right? Like that's what the Inquisition specializes in, as opposed to fighting aliens and other humans, which is entirely different. But so like they just have, you know, basically dedicated machine shops to making holy sanctified bullets. So like they have to just constantly be melting down you know, relics from places and then be like chanting at them and doing all this other kind of stuff to just make these religious bullets. And it's like, oh yeah, this bullet is worth the entire food amount of a whole town for a year kind of thing for a single bullet.
This bullet. $5 million.
For
I don't forget
12
those.
seconds.
Yeah, I don't forget. I forget.
But yeah.
I forgot. It's been a long time. The video's so old now.
Yeah, there are the Grey Knights, which are psychers and demons, and then there's the Inquisition, which has a specific group for demons. The Ordo Malleus. Malleus is the ones for demons. There's also the Hereticus, which is for heretical assholes, and then there's Xenos for the aliens. And all of them are like, you guys are assholes who don't know what you're talking about, because they've all specialized like way far into dealing with a specific thing, and so they all kind of like hate each other a little bit. It's like, what is a demon but another type of alien? We could all be working together to kill all aliens. And they're like, demons are way different, guys.
Oh my god, guys.
We have to do all this other stuff. It's way different for demons. Like, you're just poisoning them with extra steps. Yeah, but shut up. It's the same thing with the, there's like the assassination guilds, basically. And, all of the guilds specialize in a different way of being a cool assassin guy. So there's like, one of them uses sniper rifles. They're just like, unrepentant sniper users, and they like will wait a year to line up a shot and kill somebody, that kind of thing. There are ones that use poisons and manipulation. There are ones that use copious amounts of drugs to make their bodies change shape. There is one that uses copious amounts of drugs to be an unstoppable killing machine that, if it is stopped, blows up and takes out a large radius.
Me. But it's farts.
There is one that is more towards killing like demons and psychics. Because there are people called blanks or nulls or things like that. Basically, they don't got souls, and they're like actively antagonistic to demons and stuff like that just by existing. So some of those get taken in by Assassin Guild and essentially weaponized, and so they have a no fun allowed laser that just literally channels their anti-soul as a laser to kill things from the warp and stuff. So those guys are real fucking weird and nobody likes them.
I don't have a soul, they're not special.
They're just literally the no fun allowed people.
I think that's all of Warhammer. Does anyone have fun?
The Harlequins.
Or is it just fascism?
The orcs and the Harlequins.
Hey, orcs probably have fun.
Orcs can't not have fun. No, some of them do not have. Some of them do not have souls. That's a weird sentence. They are thought to be humanity's natural evolution to deal with bullshit that happens, because basically, it's so far into the future that humanity has started to advance and evolve, and so some of them have evolved psychic powers, and some of them have evolved just being a soulless hole in the universe, and both of those solutions would solve a problem, and evolution is just like that. So, both work. Both work. But some things say they have no soul, some things say they're just anti-psyker. It's Warhammer. Meanwhile, orcs are just like, ha 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 ha, nice, crump. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, you can do all that kind of weird stuff. So can Steve over here. That's why we gave him a copper hat. Otherwise, he starts saying funny stuff, and then somebody dies of a nosebleed nearby him.
If orcs are just what they believe in, if someone has doubt, do they stop?
They just become unorky?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Does nothing work?
No, like, okay, so like if you take an orc gun and like that orc had just been shooting the crap out of people, and then you take that orc gun does not work for you anymore. So, cause like you're not an orc and you don't have that belief in it.
Yeah, so if an orc has like a crisis of faith, Does it just stop being an orc? Does nothing of orcness work for it anymore?
Then you get an orc that starts wearing a pirate hat.
I don't get it.
No, there actually is an orc that found a pirate hat and started believing that he was a space pirate. And so now all him and the boys that he has following him are now pirates.
I meant like more like a crisis of like an existential one.
I don't think
Like
they're
nothing is real.
I don't think they're capable of thinking beyond, like, I think that's deeper than they're capable of, but that might be why, like, there are ones that are called weird boys, and they can use, like, psychic powers and stuff. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just start seeing beyond reality and start, like, freaking out. Who knows? There's never really been, like, if, like, say you got, like, one of, like, the boss dies. Most of the orcs will, like, scatter. So that is possible, too. Like, they start losing belief in the wall, then they all leave, kind of thing. So there's some of that. But I'm not really sure they're capable of thinking deep enough to have a crisis of faith, really. I think they're a little too simple in their worldview to have that at all. But who knows? That would be funny. An orc poet. Edgar Allan Orc, writing on his lost love.
Greg, no understand deeper meaning.
There's an orc that kind of caused a paradox because he went back to get his favorite Shuda and killed himself to get his favorite Shuda back. So he is both the one that took his Shuda initially, but also has two of the same thing now. They explain how space works, and the ones without suits died immediately. Yeah. Most orcs don't have the protection fields when going through the warp that keep people from getting, you know, horribly turbo murdered by the demons. Because most orcs are like, haha, fun day. And the rest are just like, what do you mean there's stuff out here? Why would there be stuff out here? This is space. You're stupid. Yeah, the one where the guardsmen ran out of ammo and just started pointing their guns and saying bang. There's so much of stuff like that. Like, there's no real reason why their vehicles should work. However, they persist nonetheless. In one of the books, there were some space marines that ended up on an orc planet, and during their gallivanting around trying to get to where they were going, they were pretending to be orcs by just kind of like hunkering down and, you know, sitting in the vehicle. They accidentally got roped into a race that was going on, and the person driving the vehicle started to act more orky because he was around all the other orcs having fun driving the cars. So apparently other people can be affected by their belief too. Would an orc cat fit anywhere they can sit? Yes? If I fits, I sits, right? That would make sense. Orc cat. That would be silly. Isn't an orc cat just a squig? Yeah. Squigs are cute though. They're so excited when you give them a hand grenade.
Fashion.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I sits, I fits. That's the kitty cat idea. So, if they are sitting, they by nature fit, and everything around them should change to suit that.
That's just how cats are anyway.
Mm-hmm. Fundamentally alter the universe because if I sits, I fits. Because it's not I fits, I sits. Because that would imply that other people can tell them what to do. And nobody can tell a cat what to do if it doesn't want to. Cats, perfectly capable of understanding you, they just don't care. Cat's just like, I am capable of love, but I have chosen violence today. Wife showed me a one thing where it was a little lizard woke up its owner because apparently the bathroom had caught on fire. I told her that that's not a lizard, it's just a dragon pretending to be a pet lizard. It got caught. You have 2 cats and can confirm they do not care. It's true. I fostered cats for many years. I got plenty of experience with that. They can be incredibly lovey. They can also be incredible little assholes. Well, you see, you've looked at me sideways for more than 10 seconds. Now I'm going to attack you. I am comfortable and have shown you my tummy. Haha, it was a trap card. I play my tummy in attack mode. I'm still surprised that there was this one thing that didn't do as well as... Honestly, I thought a lot of people would have liked it, which was a little app-controlled treat cannon, basically, for pets. You could fire little treats out. Honestly, I thought people would really like that. It did not do well. That and the little laser pointer for cheese. Yeah. Your profile picture is Cat Hades. He would be a cat. I want to go to the mortal realm. You can't go to the mortal realm. I want to go. I want to come back. Just Cat Hades sitting by the water batting at fish.
Which Hades?
The Zagreus.
Oh.
Just kitty cat Zagreus.
He's got the cat balls.
I want to go to the mortal realm. You've already been out.
Mom.
You've already been out. I want to go. Gets there. I want to go back.
Him wanted to see him mom.
He did. Him got to see his mom.
Now he's kidnapped.
It's fine. You got the dad back.
Nope, not right now.
I thought he was back, but didn't remember anything.
Oh no, he's just trapped down there.
Oh, okay.
Oops, that's a crop. There we go. Yeah, I guess we'll do that extra one.
You're 90% sure that cats could see ghosts. I could see that.
Bart, I don't think they like the fact that you separated Maine and Coon.
Wow, yeah, it did.
Is that a slur?
I mean, yes, but only for like 80-year-old people. What was it? There was one. Oh, there was one that you heard that you were like, wait, that's a slur?
That's what I feel like.
Some of these ones that have been like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but we heard it on a thing recently, and I was like, wow, I haven't heard that in, like, decades.
Yeah. It's just one of those just like, what? We're back to this now? Holy shit.
It was an anti-trans slur, but I feel like the slur itself doesn't necessarily mean, like, a trans woman. I think it means just, like, a mannish woman.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it works as a slur.
It was just like, it was something that I haven't heard outside of like porn sites in the 90s kind of thing. It's like, Jesus. We're just bringing back all the old faithful ones. And it really is just like freaking 70-year-old white dudes that don't like change, but man.
A bunch of pick-me women.
It's not a slur. A catalytic converter?
I didn't know a lot of slurs growing up.
Yeah.
So when I heard them on TV, I was like, why did you just call that man a kite? Like the kind you fly?
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say the actual word.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Bard, it wasn't that one, but something along those lines, yeah. You know, honestly, that particular one, not really used a lot over in the States. At least not since, like, the 70s. That's really more of a British one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think was part of why it's like, man, that's fucking weird. Why are you even saying that? And then again, we also live in the timeline where people are like, ugh, the new Superman is woke because he tells people to be nice to each other. The slur variant, Bard, yeah. But, no, that's apparently was the big thing for a little bit there, was just being like, ugh, Superman told people be nice to each other, not destroy whole city and fight. Ugh, woke. Everyone's just like, that's why it's Superman? What the fuck are you on about?
Didn't we used to make fun of the old one because it destroyed a whole city?
Yeah.
Get away with these motherfuckers.
No. There were also, people were noting that the guy who played Superman looks a lot more like the traditional Superman, right? And people were pointing out that's because back when Superman was designed, the bodybuilders didn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They didn't, and I don't really like that look anyway.
It's like they looked wildly different. He looked like a powerful man of the time, not like a fridge. So, like, he looks correct to the character.
Looks like an actual strong man.
Yeah. Oh no, he's got a core. That's fat. He looks bad. Shut up.
Feels like them cores. I like them tummies.
Yeah. I'm sorry this guy looks like he won't just fucking keel over and die if he has to go out in the sun.
We were watching a thing today that was talking about, like, how the transvestigation stuff leads to, like, a lot of, like, policing of what women can be.
Mm.
If they're not feminine enough and shit like that. And one of the things she showed was, like, a girl flexing and she had big old muscles. I was like, oh my god. Hello.
Wife is making a fucking key smash with her mouth.
Yeah. I saved it. Y'all want to see? It was a good reference. Look at this woman.
Yeah, just
Look at that beautiful woman.
just beef wall.
I'm sorry. I'll take all the damn women.
There,
Y'all don't want the women, I guess. They're mine now.
there is an anime this season, which is basically just girl has autism for rocks, but she meets up with this lady who's like, yeah, I'll teach you about rocks, who is just built like a fucking shit house. The first time you see her, she is in jeans that are desperately holding on and a warhammer on her back. She's a huge lady. It's like, huh, wow.
An anime woman with curves.
Yeah.
And not just huge tits.
I'm like, huh, neat.
I don't think I've ever seen that. We were talking about the 90s anime girls who just were like these skinny twigs with like no curves at all. Not even like hips.
Just oops, all
And they
legs.
just had the pointiest, jiggliest tits. And no legs, no ass, nothing.
Just stick figure with torpedo titties that would just go in every direction.
With no real weight or anything.
You know, Icon Club where the fucking lady in the one intro has her tits actually cross over each other at one point. Like, bruh. That really was like... I can't imagine that was cheap to do that much motion, right? So...
I don't know, it has nothing else going on.
Yeah, true. I guess if
If
nothing
you ever
else...
watched like video of it, it's cheap as balls except for the tits.
Huh. Yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. If you're not spending it on any other movement, you might as well have the tits move around. Got no bits, just stick figures.
Stick figure with huge tits. No legs either.
Yeah.
Boo, I like legs.
Nah, they all had clamp legs. Long as hell and no curves.
Anime girls still don't really got asses half the time.
Yeah. Anime men, on the other hand, lovingly designed asses. I do find that funny that, like, half the JoJo characters have, like, an ass you could destroy a quarter on. Woman, terrifying. No, hell no. Men? Yeah, alright. Sir, are you wanting us to believe that JoJo is a straight anime?
The thing is, when you only have interesting male characters, people will ship the male characters.
Yep.
If all your women suck, people ship the male characters.
Yep.
That's just how things work.
Darn shame, really.
A lot of straight men don't seem to realize that. Your fucking misogyny makes your anime or show or book gayer.
Yep. Then
That's why Shonen has so many, like, BL ships.
Yeah.
It's because they don't do good women.
Yep. Looking at you, Naruto.
I'm sorry, the only people in your fucking series who have any chemistry are the two men. That's your fault. You should have wrote better women.
DBZ got better.
DBZ, like, they have personalities, but their personalities are not that important.
Like, it got better, because they have, like, Bulma's done reasonably well, and got better.
They're not great, but no one's really that great.
We got Frieza. We got Chi-Chi got better. We got Piccolo.
Everyone's kinda just a guy. Fighting other guys. I think they're funny.
Yeah.
But it's like, DBZ does not have the deepest fucking character writing in the world, I'm sorry.
No, it does not.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is extremely gay.
Yeah. There's no straight explanation for JoJo. I mean, like, he did use, like, male models for a lot of his pose references and stuff, so, like, you can't expect things.
I did actually find, like, Stone Ocean to be, like, decently written. Like, I was actually invested in the characters, but then the main character was a girl, so... Yeah. And she did have more chemistry with the other girl, so same thing.
Yeah. Look, that was the part where he finally figured out how to draw a woman, and he wanted everybody to know.
Yeah. Like, the other, like, what is the character growth in Stardust Crusaders? At all. They travel around, they punch a bunch of people, and then they fight Dio disappointingly. There's nothing else going on as far as character development in that. Stone Ocean actually has character development, and like some of their stories are actually very interesting. One of the main fucking characters in fucking like that they fight in Stardust Crusaders is a fucking orangutan and a bird.
Monkey.
It's not that interesting, I'm sorry. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the power sets are fun. It's not Shakespeare. I wouldn't even argue that Stone Ocean is Shakespeare, but it was surprisingly better. It was the only one I actually cared about, and I was actually happy at the end to see everybody happy. Yeah. And I thought the actual plot was, like, pretty interesting. Characters actually grew. Jotaro can't grow. He's perfect.
Jotaro is just a silly dolphin man.
Jonathan can't grow. He's stupid. Jolene can grow.
Joseph can't grow. He's an idiot. And he lost Caesar, so what's he got to grow for?
Like, he at least had Caesar. Like, that was a little bit of character development, if nothing else. But, like, Jotaro did not advance as a character. He just got more punchy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not every story needs to be Shakespeare, but it's not exactly fucking Shakespeare.
It's not even right page Shakespeare.
And again, I don't even mean that mean ways. No one's watching fucking Stardust for the plot.
Yeah.
Except, like, shippers.
And shippers watch it for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Shippers like that one with the Mafia.
That's true. I didn't like that one, so.
Yeah.
But I could see that. There's a lot of men. With a lot of personalities, so.
Yep. One of the men licks the other men.
That was the first one I kind of stopped watching.
Yeah.
I did actually sit through the murder mystery one, though I didn't really care for it. And I honestly wasn't going to check out Stone Ocean, but there was a female main character, and it was in America. I thought that was kind of interesting. Then it ended up being the best written of the whole lot, so I don't know if it will get better or worse, but there we go.
Yep. Well, the next one is in the works, and it's going to be a horse is a horse, unless, of course, it's a horse named JoJo. So that one's going to be fun.
Road trip for Jesus.
God, I cannot wait to see how they fucking portray the president, given that it was originally made to make fun of somebody like Trump. Oh, that's going to be good shit.
If we survive.
Oh, man. It's also going to give us Dio Dinosaur.
Alright, there we go. That's probably going to be all for tonight, because we even got an extra in. Good job, me.
Good job, you.
Especially after being sick all day.
Mm-hmm.
If we're up for it, I might try tomorrow, but I make no promises, because we might end up going to get my tattoo.
We'll see how things go.
All of these are huge.
Yeah. Wow.
I noticed it while I was even making them. I was like, these are all going to be huge. Might be better to make a long one.
You never know what happens on the Palette Express.
Yeah. I don't make the decisions.
Art happens, decisions are made later. Hi, Pixel. Pixel's coming in at the tail end of things.
Alright, that's all of them.
Woo!
There we go. Alright, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or next Saturday. we'll probably finish up the last of the 20s and then do all the 10s.
Woo.
Don't die.
Don't die at work.
So y'all have a good night. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.